this video, probably know what I'm about to go do. Here at Menards, we're gonna take care of those summer tires from all that curb rash while they're not on the car, and potentially dip them. We'll see if they have any colors that I will like or how good the sanding comes out. So we'll see how it goes. All right, so here's what the wheel looks like right now. I wiped off this section already. It was just dirty. I haven't washed these wheels yet, and it's like 16 degrees out today, so this wheel actually isn't too bad with the wheel curb rash. It's just right along here in this section. I'm going to continue cleaning the wheel off, and then I've got sandpaper and dip, obviously, that I'm going to use to put the finishing touches on it and clean all this stuff off. I'm looking for a pretty close to stock color for right now. I don't want to get too crazy. It's only like 10 bucks for a can of dip and a can of Glossifier. So it should at least do one wheel, and I just want to see how it looks and put it up against the car and see where that gets us. So I'm going to continue cleaning this wheel and God damn it. Alright, so now I've cleaned off the whole entire wheel. I'm gonna go pop that out. And there it goes. So what I've done is I've cleaned out the inside of this wheel, or these holes. It's not the best, but it's definitely not bad. Everything's been moderately cleaned up. It's gonna go back over and get cleaned again when I'm done sanding it. So here's that section again that we need to work on. Alright, so after some minor sanding, you can kind of see where I'm going with this. It's giving it a real nice, way smoother finish, a better transition. This is what I'm going for, is just flat silver. Get rid of all these little cracks and marks and whatnot. I'm just sanding it down to give it a nice, smooth transition and finish. So that way it doesn't look as hideous. And we continue doing that. I'll update when I move up in the sandpaper level. Right now I'm just using a medium grit, regular sandpaper you would get at the store. So see where it gets me. Alright, so now we're back. I'm done with 100 grit, which is my medium sandpaper level. I've got 150 next and 320 after that. So I'm sure I'll show you the before and after pictures a couple of times throughout, but if you want to just check out the progress right now, it's smooth to the touch. Now you can see the small, tiny chunks missing here and there, or still heavy scratching and whatnot. That is as expected. I must preface that I've actually never done this before, so if you think I know what I'm doing, I absolutely do not. And if you are cringing because I'm not doing something right, it's because I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, so now we're done with sanding, and we're putting our index cards around the lip of the wheel. This is what it finally looks like. Smooth to the touch. It's going to give a good gripping surface for our dip that we're doing. It's going to be the graphite gray, wherever it is. And we're taping the stem. We're going to put some tape on the inside of these wheel lug nuts. And then we're going to get spraying. So this is Todd. He knows how to dip stuff. Used to do it for a living. So also the person who runs the Mad Motors YouTube channel. So he's out here helping out. No copyright from my ass.
Yeah, for real.
So now we have index card the whole entire wheel. It's somewhat secure. Somewhat secure.
Yeah, it's good enough, right?
Good
We
enough.
blow on it.
Blow on it, it's not going anywhere. I'm gonna keep that joke to myself. We taped off the stem, we taped off the inside of the lug nut stems where the stem would come through, and we taped off the inside where the hubcap is gonna stick. I guess our only concern right now is potentially spraying the wheel, which is gonna be okay. We'll just scrub it off, and we got plenty of time until summer or spring comes back around, so these wheels will be sitting around for a while. We're gonna check if the dip is warm enough, because I did leave it outside for too long. I guess a half an hour makes it freeze, so we're gonna warm that shit back up and get spraying.
And we do realize that we'll get some overspray on the inner drum here and a little bit of overspray in here, but it's not that bad. So.
Okay. All right, we're back. We're checking in on the second coat. I just did it probably about 10 minutes ago. Second coat of paint actually went a lot better. It was not the nozzle or a bad can. It was more that was too cold. That's why it was going on so shitty. And the second coat went a lot better, a lot smoother. And here's what it looks like so far. It's a little bit smoother in here. I didn't put quite enough on in this area. So we're just doing coat by coat, and I'm probably gonna aim for 5 coats and see if I can get 6 out of the can. We'll see. It's pretty even, except for maybe this section I said was a little bit thin. It's can't really see any of the original wheel color anymore, which is good. We got good coverage, so we'll definitely compare and contrast colors when it's done. So I'm gonna do 5 coats of the Plasti dip and 3 or 4 coats of the Glossifier. So here it is after 5 coats of the gray. Just dropped my phone in it. 5 coats of the gray and the first coat of Glossifier I just put on now. Currently, I can see a little bubble here and a drip mark here from the Glossifier, and then a little bit of pooling there from the Glossifier. So it sprays so much differently than the regular dip did. So it kind of surprised me. So I'll let this dry, continue doing the Glossifier. I might do a finalized finish tomorrow. It's currently, I've been at this for nearly 6 hours, and it's just because it's so cold. I'd like to say it was a beautiful sunny day out to reveal what they look like. This is the next day after dipping. It took so long because it was so damn cold, but here is what the original color was. That's obviously a little dirty, but a little glossy, not too bad. This doesn't have any curb rash on it, but you'll be able to go back and look at what the original wheel looked like. But this is it, finished. I don't think I could have done a better job for a first timer. It looks great, feels fine. Texture's funny, but that's just because it was so cold for dip. It was 3 coats of gloss and 5 coats of regular gray, whatever the color was. It looks pretty dang good. I didn't have a whole lot of running marks or anything like that, so that's a bonus. I can't even tell you where the original scratch section was. Can't even tell there's ever anything wrong with it, so I think I marked this one as a win. And I'll probably dip my other wheels a similar color, or maybe I'll just change the colors, or we'll see.